EA Sports. It's in the game.
We're here in Ottawa, Ontario. Get those fingers warmed up, folks. I'm Jim Houston with Craig Simpson. We've got a heck of a battle for you tonight between Canada and USA. We could be in for a penalty-filled affair here tonight.
Yeah, both these teams play a gritty game, and that usually gets the tempers up. The key will be taking advantage of the power play.
Or getting a strong penalty kill, depending on how you look at it. Now we're ready to drop the puck for the opening faceoff. Faceoff won by Sakic to Pronger. Here comes Joe Sakic with a blistering shot. Puck corralled by Iginla. Intercepted. Sakic goes offside and the play is stopped. About to drop the puck. Niedermeyer. Here comes Giunta. Another shot scooped up by USA. Passed over to Heatley. One-time shot, just wide of the net. Here's Jerome Iginla. Danny Heatley just missed the net. Sakic, Di Pietro the save. It's turned over in the defensive end. Another save, Cole. He passes the puck to Giunta. Here comes Giunta. Shoots the puck. Giunta to Eric Cole. Front of the net. Delayed penalty coming up. Good shot. Modano. He scores! Mike Modano.
Mike Modano is one of those rare players who has all the tools. He's a great skater, plays solid defensively, sees the ice well, and has a fabulous shot. There's nothing he can't do.
Canada is down and down early.
Defensive breakdowns are going to happen. These guys need to let it go and concentrate on getting back into the game.
Assisted by number 26, Eric Cole.
Here comes Smith. Quick shot behind the net. Ahead to Drury. Now it's passed to Waite. It's 2-on-1. Stick save by Brodeur. We're ready for the face-off. The face-off goes to Canada from behind the net. Here's Shane Doan, who hasn't registered a shot on goal so far. That's offside. The ref is signaling for the face-off. To McCabe. Here comes Gagne. Shoots it! Gagne in the corner. Over to Ralston. To Blake. He moves it into the attacking zone. Behind the net. He picked it off. From the blue line, long shot. He scores! And that'll give them a 2-goal lead midway through the first.
You see what happens when you go to the net? Hey, he was in the perfect spot to shovel that puck home on the rebound.
Midway through the first, and they're up by 2.
They're taking a stranglehold of this game early on.
Here comes Joe Sakic
Ryan Walston,
to Gomez,
number 15.
and he brings it to center to Kachuk. Here comes Scott Gomez.
Turn him inside out there.
He intercepts the pass, and the play is offside. They're getting ready for the faceoff. The faceoff goes to USA. Here comes Chris Drury to Le Cavalier. Intercepted to Leach. Now it's passed ahead to Knuble. Over to Drury. He scores in his own goal.
Oh boy, that could be so deflating to his team. You never like to give up a freebie to the other guys.
The faceoff goes to Team Canada. Here comes Joe Sakic. One-timer right on. He scores! Chris Pronger answered back in a hurry.
Pronger is such a phenomenal defensive player that people forget how much this guy contributes offensively. If he has an opportunity to score, he's going to cash in more times than not.
Canada wins yet another faceoff. Here comes Joe Sakic to Giunta. Here comes Giunta. The goaltender's out of his net to play the puck to Sakic, and he's into the attacking zone. He intercepts the puck to Modano. Here comes Mike Modano to Joe Sakic. Here comes Joe Sakic to Danny Heatley. DiPietro, blocker save. Another quick shot. He keeps stopping the puck. He passes the puck to Giunta. Here comes Giunta. Pass in front. Here's Jerome McGinley, who's managed just a couple of shots on net, to Heatley. Here comes Danny Heatley. Hard shot from the slot. Sakic with the puck. He turned it over. He gave it away. Turned away by DiPietro. DiPietro caught a piece of it with his blocker, and it was just enough to prevent it from going in. The puck is about to be dropped. Face-off won by Gomez. Here comes Scott Gomez. Fired it! Corralled by Canada. To Marleau. Here comes Marleau. One-timer. He scores! Ryan Smith.
Ryan Smith never shies away from a good battle. That's why, regardless of all the punishment, he spends so much time in front of the net.
USA wouldn't mind a do-over on the last play.
Oh, you can understand the frustration. They've been playing great hockey since the puck was dropped. Just got a little careless.
There's a quick shot. He scores! Joe has tied it up.
The biggest thing that Joe uses to his advantage is his size. He's so big and strong that it's very difficult for players to try to shut him down.
And with that, this game is tied up.
We've seen some great offensive prowess from both sides in this game.
Scored by number 97.
Shot the puck. Just missed the net. The goaltender moves out of his net to play the puck.
Assisted by
To
number
Redden.
24, Brian McCabe.
Here comes Gagne. Into the corner. To Redden. Intercepted. Here comes Chris Drury. He intercepts it. It's cleared out by McCabe. Here comes Gagne in the corner. Intercepted. To Drury. The ref indicates a delayed call. McCabe will get the gate for boarding.
Definitely some reckless play on his part, and that's going to mean some time in the box.
USA will try and take advantage of a penalty here.
Well, we haven't seen the power play yet tonight, but we know they're going to be a handful.
They've got great skill on that first unit.
Brian McCabe, 2 minutes for boarding.
Here's Rick Nash looking for his first shot on net. And the period draws to an end. We're tied at 3 at the end of the first. USA are all tied up here as we get set for the second period.
Jim, they had a commanding lead, but broke down with 3 unanswered goals. Let's see if they can find the rhythm they had early on.
Modano won the draw. Here comes Mike Modano. Shoots it quickly. Brodeur covers up for the whistle. About to drop the puck. USA wins another draw. He misses. Here's Vincent Lecavalier. He cleared it down the ice. Grabbed by USA. Here comes Keith Tkachuk. He scores! Keith Tkachuk.
One thing you could say about Tkachuk is he always plays with emotion. Now, sometimes it gets his team in trouble, but more often than not, it results in something positive like a goal.
Canada. So much for a strong start to the second period.
Oh, we got one. Just not from them.
Team USA
To Redden.
scored on the power
Here
play.
comes Joe Thornton. Flattened to McCabe. Rafalski dumps it in. And it's passed up to Gagne. A one-on-one battle. Into the corner. To Modano. Now it's passed ahead to Doan. Here comes Gagne. DiPietro gets a leg on it. Grabbed by Canada. Delayed call. Here comes Gagne. Shoots! Modano gets called for holding.
He wrapped up the other player, and the ref saw it. That's going to mean some time in the box.
Good call, and play will now continue. Oh, you can see that the coach doesn't like that call at all, and he's going to have a word with the official. Canada is about to go to work on its first power play of the game. Let's see if they can cash in.
You want to establish a good power play early, even if you don't score. Builds confidence and keeps momentum going.
To Heatley. To Joe Sakic. Intercepted. DiPietro covers up. He had a pretty big gun on that shot, but it got kicked aside. We're ready for the face-off. Face-off won by Sakic. Here comes Joe Sakic. DiPietro covers up for the whistle. Ralston is making the most of his opportunities. You have to give him that.
He's only had one shot on goal, and he scored on it.
Let's see if his teammates will start feeding him the puck. One-timed it from the slot. Leach got it. DiPietro covers up. Team USA have applied tremendous pressure almost from the outset.
And they're winning all the battles for loose pucks, and it's created a lot of chances. The hard work is paying off in the scoreboard.
The faceoff goes to Team USA. Cleared out of the zone by Drury. McCabe takes control of the puck to Thornton, and out he comes. Here's a turnover. Puck jumped on by Waite to Gagne. One-time shot. Taken by Thornton to Doan. Quickly another shot. Pad saved by DiPietro. That stopped. Gagne. Another shot. DiPietro covers up for the whistle.
Holy cow, he got his bell rung on that one. That was a big hit.
The ref is signaling for the faceoff. Faceoff won by Sakic. Puck picked up by Aginla to Joe Sakic. One times it from the slot. Hedekin. The goalie comes out of his net to fetch the puck. Canada is 0 for 1 with the man advantage as the penalty expires. Front of the net, shoots the puck. Heatley, and another shot. DiPietro stopped that. Just the one assist so far, but sometimes that's all it takes to get the ball rolling.
Exactly. Points usually come in bunches, and he'll be looking for more now.
Here comes Scott Gomez. Quick shot. Jumped on by Canada. They bring the puck to center. He steals it. Big turnover. He coughs it up. Here comes Marlowe. He steals the pass. He passes it to Gomez. Here comes Scott Gomez in the corner. He picked it off. Here comes Smith to Marlowe. Turned aside by DiPietro. Here comes Scott Gomez. Blake rocks him. To Smith. It's 2-on-1. Intercepted. And it's touched for icing.
You always have to keep your head up. If you don't, that's exactly what happens.
They're getting ready for the face-off. The face-off goes to Team Canada. Canada scoops it up, shoots the puck from the slot. Passed ahead to Medano. Now he moves the puck into the neutral zone. Checked. One time to come in front. He scores for a 2-goal advantage late in the second period.
When the goalie has to come across his crease like that, all the shooter has to do is get the puck on goal quickly.
How can this team turn things around?
Well, they've got to get their offense firing. Right now, they're losing this race.
The faceoff goes to USA. Here comes Chris Drury. He gets level to Gagne. Here comes Gagne.
By number 28, Brian Rafalski.
Here comes Knuble. One-timed it. Behind the net. Quick up to Thornton. Here's Darian Hatcher. Here comes Knuble. He has his pocket pick. Up to Doan. We're down to 2 minutes to go in the second period. It's dumped in by Doan. Into the corner he goes. To Joe Thornton. One-timer! Gagne takes possession of the puck. Breaking in towards the net. Quick shot. Door slammed shut by Brodeur. Time winds down as the second period draws to an end with a score 5-3. USA has a 2-goal lead as they get set for the third period. The puck is about to be dropped. Face-off won by Sakic. Here comes Joe Sakic. Niedermeyer fired it from the slot. He scores! Scott Niedermeyer.
There's no doubt that if Niedermeyer was allowed to open things up offensively, he'd be among the top defensive point getters in the league year after year.
It's a good thing they've started the third period so strong.
Absolutely, Jim. They came out flying close to within one, and now they're chasing the tie.
And the goalie's out to play the puck. He turns it over. One-time shot. Another stop. Heatley. One-time. Just wide of the net. Leopold to Kachuk, and he moves it to center. Poked loose. Niedermeyer to Jerome Iginla. to Joe Sakic. Here comes Joe Sakic to Iginla. One-time shot. Over to Leopold. Now quick up to Tkachuk. It's a one-on-one battle. Oh, he missed to Tkachuk. Now again to Tkachuk. Brodeur hangs on for the whistle.
This guy's looking sharp tonight. He's got 1 goal and a few good shots.
He's shown some pretty good energy. Look for him to get more involved. About to drop the puck. Face-off won by Lecavalier. Back in he comes. Here comes Vinny Lecavalier. DiPietro made the save. DiPietro wasn't getting beat that time.
He's definitely playing with some confidence.
We're ready for the face-off. Medano won the draw. He passes the puck to Cole. Quick shot on target. To McCabe. Now it's passed ahead to Lecavalier. Passed ahead to Medano. Here comes Mike Medano. Shoots it hard. Smith will get the gate for cross-checking.
Now, he's not thrilled with the penalty call, but he's only got himself to blame.
USA has 1 power play goal already, and they'll get a second opportunity here.
Penalty to number 90.
One-timer! Medano. Another shot. He stopped it again. Brodeur covers up. The shooter unleashed the backhand, and the goalie stopped him point blank.
He slammed the door on him that time.
The ref is signaling for the faceoff. Richards won the draw. It's picked up by Schneider. He passes the puck to Tkachuk. Now it's passed to Guerin. Offside. He might have been shaking on that blast, but he made the save.
And that's the bottom line, to keep it out.
They're getting ready for the faceoff. The faceoff goes to Team USA. This team can't stay onside.
You better keep your head up or you're going to be knocked on your rear end.
The puck is about to be dropped. USA wins another draw. Dumped in by Lecavalier. To Leopold. Now passed over to Guerin. Out of his own zone to center. Cleared out by Lecavalier. Puck taken by Schneider. He passes it to Tkachuk. Now it's passed to Guerin. Here comes Scott Gomez behind the net. Cleared by Lecavalier. Corralled by USA to Tkachuk. Now over to Guerin. From the blue line, his shot. Brodeur covers up for the whistle. Good job to keep the puck out of the net.
He was razor sharp there.
About to drop the puck. The faceoff goes to Canada. USA is now 1 for 2 with the man advantage as the penalty expires. He steals the puck. Offside, Canada. We're ready for the faceoff. Here comes Joe Sakic. Fires it! DiPietro covers up. USA is playing a very disciplined game tonight.
Yeah, they're staying out of the box, and that's a key. You don't always give up goals on the penalty kill, but it takes a lot out of it.
To Pronger. Now it's passed to Heatley. Pass up to Giunta. Here comes Giunta. Into the corner. Passed over to Giunta. Here's Joe Sakic. Lots of shots. Oh, we got a shot on goal. Pass up to Giunta. Cole to Medano. Take it up. Take it up. Brodeur hangs on for the whistle.
Those 2 points should prove that this guy knows how to get the puck into the back of the net.
He's been an asset to his team and a threat to the opposition all night, Craig. The faceoff goes to USA. Over to Leopold. Now it's passed to Smith. In behind. One-timed it.
That save was a dagger in their heart, Jim. What a great opportunity it was to get the tying goal late here in the third.
This guy's one of the premier goaltenders in the game today.
No doubt about it, Jim. He has lightning-quick reflexes and an incredible mental focus. Now, some nights, he's almost impossible to beat.
Shoots the puck from the left. DiPietro skates out of his goal to play the puck. Craig, I just love watching this guy skate. He's effortless with his stride.
Well, Jimmy has to be one of the best rushing defensemen of the modern era. Just the threat of him jumping up into the play changes the opposition's defensive strategy.
Niedermeyer. Here comes Giunta. Less than 2 minutes to go here in the third. Delayed penalty coming up. Over to Giunta from a sharp angle. Another quick shot. Fonger gets called for holding.
That'll cost him 2 minutes, and he's lucky it didn't cost him more.
USA has converted once already, and they're getting another power play chance here. And Canada wins another draw. Ahead to Nash. He's away. Wrist shot from the slot.
Last minute of play in the
To Eric Cole. We're down to the final minute of the third. He turned it over. Madano. He passes the puck to Giunta. To Cole. Picked off by Canada. He cleared it down the ice. Brodeur heads to the bench.
They're down by 1, but they think they can get it back.
He turned the puck over. Blake cleared it. Here comes Danny Heatley. Shoots the puck. To Kachuk. Here comes Bill Guerin. Shot the puck. Empty netter.
Well, an empty net goal is a great way to pad your stats. They don't come much easier than this one, but hey, he'll take it.
Time's running out on their chances.
Well, you never say die, Jim, but from what we've seen so far, I don't know if they've got it in them.
Here comes Joe Sakic. Brodeur heads off the ice and out of the game.
I'm not sure they've got enough time to get 2 goals.
Intercepted at center ice. Shot hard from the point. And he whistled it wide of the net. That's it. Team USA won this game. 6-4 the final score.
Tonight's first star for Team Canada, number 27, Scott Niedermeyer. Tonight's second star, Team USA, number 9, and tonight's first star for Team USA, number 14, Ryan Giunta.
From Ottawa, Ontario, and for EA Sports, I'm Jim Houston.
And I'm Craig Simpson. Have a great one.